This terrifying tale is a true experience from Mr. Nate, who encountered a horror he would never forget and brought it back to share with us. It's a story that took place around the year 2013, back when he was still a young man chasing a dream, wanting to travel across Thailand while making a living selling clothes. The story begins when Mr. Nate decided to quit his stable full-time job to follow that dream. He drove an old sedan, modified to run on gas to save money, packed with hundreds of fashion garments, heading straight for the south. His destination was the Pearl of the Andaman, Phuket. The journey was long and exhausting, taking over 10 hours from Bangkok to Phuket. By the time he reached Phuket town, the sky was already pitch black. His body, battered from the long drive and the day's work, was screaming for rest. He drove around looking for budget accommodation. Being a former salesman, he knew the tricks of the trade. He knew how to negotiate with hotels for a special salesman rate. These were usually small rooms, tucked away in a corner, or rooms that weren't exactly luxurious, but they were cheap and good enough just to crash for the night. That night, he checked into one such hotel. The atmosphere was old, quiet, almost too quiet. The walls bore the cracks and stains of time, and a faint, musty smell hit his nose the moment he opened the door. Because he was utterly exhausted, Mr. Nate neglected his usual spiritual routine. He didn't pray. He didn't pay respects to the local spirits of the place. And he didn't even take out the sacred amulets he usually kept at his bedside. He simply showered to wash off the grime and threw himself onto the soft, sinking mattress, hoping only for a deep sleep so he could work hard the next morning. However, the silence of the night was about to be broken. In that state, between deep sleep and waking, Mr. Nate saw a vision of a mysterious woman. She was sitting with her back to him at the old vanity table in the room. The dim moonlight filtering through the curtains revealed only a dark silhouette. She was slowly, deliberately combing her long hair. The sound of the comb dragging through her strands echoed in the silence. Scritch, scritch. Suddenly, her hand stopped. She slowly turned her head to look at the bed. Her face was expressionless, but her eyes were filled with a desperate hunger. She spoke in a cold, chilling voice, repeating the same words over and over. "What are you doing here? Can I have some merit? Please, share your merit with me." Mr. Nate jolted awake in a panic, drenched in cold sweat despite the air conditioner humming loudly. He knew instantly he was being haunted. The room felt unnaturally freezing, as if someone was still watching him from the dark corners. Terrified, he could only mumble a promise in his mind. "If I sell 160 shirts tomorrow, I will make merit for you immediately. Please, just let me sleep." The next morning, Mr. Nate woke up later than usual, his body still heavy. But he had work to do. He drove around to various beauty salons and clothing shops in Phuket. That day was bizarre. The 160 items of clothing he had prepared were snapped up by buyers in record time. It was a landslide sale, bringing in a handsome profit. He was overjoyed, and he didn't forget the promise he had made to that spirit. The following morning, Mr. Nate woke up early. He asked the hotel staff for the location of the nearest temple and rushed to offer a sankatan, a bucket of offerings, specifically dedicating the merit to his karma and to the female spirit who had come to ask for it. His mind felt lighter and clearer after fulfilling his vow. After the ceremony, as Mr. Nate was walking out of the temple, his eyes caught sight of a small fortune-telling booth set up under the shade of a large tree. The atmosphere was peaceful. Sitting at a small folding table was an old man. His appearance was striking and strange. His eyes seemed to be only half open. His eyelids drooped heavily, covering